What's going on, everybody? This is Chris from CGS Sports. Now, this is the second episode of Skype Sports Talk. So it's Skype Sports Talk episode 2. We have another friend of mine in today. Now, he not only knows football, he has experienced that life before, playing for St. George's College, Pepsi and Colts, Bonito, and Manning Cup as well. Also, he never stopped there. He went to the University of the West Indies and played football there as well. So we have Giovanni Oscar Bonito in the studio today. I know I miss out one of the middle names, but that is for later. What's going on, Giovanni?
I'm fine, I'm good, Always ready and willing to talk about football.
Yeah. So, asking about, as I said before, you played at the high school level as well as you played at university. What was that like?
It was a good experience. The transition from high school football into college football, it wasn't really much of a big transition, really. From my perspective, however, I think high school football is a lot better than intercollegiate football, where the structure, organization, and quality is concerned. And that's not disrespecting any colleges out there. Um, it was good. It's good, and it's been great for me right now. Trying to just finish my studies right now and just see how well life can go forward with me.
Okay. All right. So, I know you may not have read it in the paper, but the elect for the JFF said he's looking into reducing to see if he can reduce the games in schoolboy football. If he's elected, Mr. Stuart Stevenson. And what do you think about that?
Reducing the games in schoolboy football. All right, I had a concern of that because when you look at it, you play 5 matches in the group stages, you play Walker Cup matches. That's if you even qualify for that. Going forward, a championship team probably plays at least 20 to 22 matches, if I'm correct. Because group matches is home and away. No, well, preliminaries are home and away. That's 10 right off the top. You have the new thing, Super Cup. You have Walker Cup. You have second round. You have Olivia Shield. So schoolboy footballers are now playing a lot more than I think they can manage. Probably that's just my opinion. When you look at the Costa Cup, they play a whole heap of matches because you have to play in your parish.
I
Then
was,
you
I
go
was,
out.
I was going to allude to that, because even the regular, because when you look at it, some of these goal scorers scoring 30 goals per season, 20 plus goals per season, and like when you compare it to Manning Cup, that is not the case. I think the persons are scoring overall in all competitions in Manning Cup probably like 16, 20 goals, and these guys are scoring over 10 more goals than in the Manning Cup. So I think that the Costa Cup has a lot of matches, and they normally end they normally end after Manning Cup, I should say, because the finals are always played after Manning Cup. So I think that the game should be reduced, in my opinion, especially at the Costa Cup side, because that is a lot of matches to be played. Sometimes the Costa Cup teams are probably playing like 3, probably 4 matches during the week alone. And then you have to take into consideration that not only you have to look at sports, the sports aspect. You don't want them to just be playing sports. You want them to also have an education. So if you're playing 4 matches, 3 matches per week, and you're not focusing on your studies, how that is going to gravely affect how you go forward, because especially most of these athletes, I think, want to go abroad nowadays, go and play. So if they go abroad and play now, and the colleges realize that you don't want an education, or you're straying away from your studies because of sports, initially if they take you, they're going to strip you of your scholarship and you're going to have to pay everything yourself, as well as, or they just probably just don't take you at all if they realize that this is the road that you're taking.
Yeah, that's true, and I agree with that 100%. Um, you see, you're a student athlete and not a athlete student. You're a student first. Education definitely comes first. Uh, it's always a case where students, especially at the Manning Cup or the Costa Cup level, treat school as if school is a club. So I just come here to play football. No, you're actually here to get an education and see how best you can better yourself with an education. However, we always have some talents that don't really need school, and I'll say that that's my honest opinion. You have some talents that don't really need to go to school. They need to just focus on straight football because they are that talented where school kind of hindering them in a way. But I think you should take the school serious first, and having them playing 3 to 4 matches a week. Where do they get to focus on school? Because they have training, they have matches, and you have to focus. You can't really be doing much stuff when you have a match. So it's hindering them in a way, and hopefully I'll just see what if he's elected and what he'll do going forward. But it looks interesting, and I'd love to see it.
All right. So schoolboy football coming up. Who do you think really and truly will take it this year?
JC. I'm a St. George's College custodian. I'm an old boy. I love my school.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm a die-hearted George's fan, and everybody knows that. But I think JC has some immaculate infrastructure, resources, backroom facilities. They go out and beyond for Manning Cup. Manning Cup for JC is probably like Premier League for Manchester United. The quality is not there, obviously, between a JC and a Man U, but they go all out. They go to camps all over the country. They start training from when. Yeah, they have camps all over the places. I said they just go all out. They have scouts who say, you want to come to JC. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. And but JC, I think JC will take it again. Not pulling out Georges out of the competition though. I think we have a well-rounded squad. I've watched them a couple of times in the Europa Cup and in the Georges Cup. I've had a look at them, not for long, but they seem well. They look like a well-rounded team as always. Hopefully we can just get the job done. If we win, it would be a surprise to me. But I know that we have a squad that can take us through to the second round and probably semis or such. So that's just my take on this season.
Okay. What do you think about Kingston College? Because based on a lot of sports analysts, apart from myself, because I also think that Jamaica College will take it again this season, but a lot of persons are really claiming Kingston College to be the favorite to take it this year. What do you think about that?
No, I don't think Kingston College will take it. They have a well-rounded squad too, I must say. They have a quality defender, I don't remember his name. They have quality midfield players, and they have quality people up top who can finish the goal. But that still eliminates the fact that I think that JC will take it again. Kingston College, they have a good squad. They can be the favorites. That's fine. But not all favorites win. You must take that into consideration. Not all favorites win. But for me, it's just JC, man, JC.
Okay. All right. So, person should know on this show that you are a Liverpool fan. Talking about Manchester United, but. What do you think about the Premier League so far? I mean, it's very early to call, but what do you think about the Premier League so far, the top teams this season?
It's rough and it's very early and it's tough. I can say that just now, it's tough. And you can see in the early stages Huddersfield stepping up, getting a lot of points. However, I still think that whenever December, January kick in, they will fall. I'm just watching them till that period because that's a crucial period in the Premier League. But Manchester United is they have a fantastic squad. I must say they have a fantastic squad. Me being a Liverpool fan and saying that, you can't take that from Man U. Yeah. City looks good also. Spurs always looks good. Chelsea looks good. Arsenal looks good on paper.
Yes.
Arsenal, they always look good on paper. And Liverpool is getting there. As a Liverpool fan and sporting my Liverpool vintage jersey right now.
Yes, I see it.
we have made some good signings. Salah is fantastic.
Yes.
And we have a youngster, Dominic Solanke. He's also one for the future, also Woodburn and such. But the Premier League this year, I think Manchester United will win it. That's just my opinion. I think Manu will might just clinch the league, but it's really early, so
Mhm.
I won't. That won't be my final opinion. I'll give you. I can give you an opinion, another opinion about probably November, December there. Based on the other matches coming forward. But that's just me. It looks good. Premier League looks good so far. It's competitive, and I love that. I love that so much.
Okay. Going specifically to your team, uh, we see how they have played. They kind of stumbled out of the blocks a little bit in the first game with Watford. Miguel Britos scoring the equalizer after you guys took the lead. He scored in stoppage time. But I see Liverpool really going forward now. I mean, Sadio Mane already has 3 goals. He's joint top scorer with, of course, Manchester United striker Romelu Lukaku, as well as Mr. Mohamed Salah, who you guys is the most expensive signing. He so far has 2 goals and 1 assist, as well as one should really come in, Emre Can as well, who is not playing bad this season, who is a good central midfielder. But what do you think about your attacking so far? Because Roberto Firmino, Mohamed Salah, and Sadio Mane, who I believe is the most important person on the Liverpool squad right now. What do you think about these players? Because they're absolutely flying out of the blocks right now.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are. And also with the whole Coutinho saga that's going on right now,
Mhm.
I admire and I appreciate what the front three is doing. You
Mhm.
know, can't withstand what Firmino is doing, Sadio Mane and Salah. And you can't really take Sturridge out of the picture too because he
Yeah, that's
came
true.
on last week and scored a goal. I'm grateful for that. I wanted him to score because he has been on a low for a good while.
Mhm.
So it's good. The you mentioned Emery. I think he's fantastic right now. He's doing against Arsenal. He was brilliant.
Yes.
Himself and Wijnaldum, they were brilliant in
Yeah,
the
they were.
middle of the field. Um, and I'm giving thanks for it. I just want to see how best we can structure the squad. And I see that Klopp is rotating the squad also. We have Champions League in the middle of the week, and then Premier League on the weekend. You see a total different squad, or some players are moved out and others are brought in. You know, and it's quality. You can probably just raffle somebody and say, go play left back. We have Robertson, we have Moreno, we have Milner can play left back, and they are all quality players going forward. Right back, we have Gomez, Flanagan. We have so much players. Klein is injured, and we still have somebody can draw on to play right back. It's not a bother. We have Clavan who can play centre half. We have three keepers: Ward, Minele, and Karius. But the squad overall is a good squad. I admire what's going on, regardless of the whole Coutinho saga.
Yeah.
Um, I just have to see how forward and how well we can put ourselves together going forward with so many things to play. We're back in the Champions League, and I'm grateful for that.
Mhm.
Our zone seems pretty all right. It's
I
competitive. Sevilla.
I picture Liverpool and Sevilla coming out of that group. To
Yeah,
be honest.
I actually think that also, Sivi and myself out of the group. We have a Russian team in it also.
Mhm.
They'll probably go to the Europa League, and I don't remember the other team, but that's good. I think we can make it to the round of 16, and we have a pretty decent squad. We're getting Keita January. He's
Yes.
also a fantastic midfielder. Can't withstand that's quality in and of itself. He's so much quality. So going forward, good squad, and I think we can pull off some things this season. Trust me.
Okay. All right. So we switch from the Reds to the Gunners.
Yeah.
Persons call them the Gooners right now, but um, they made 2 decent signings in the summer. That was Alexander Lacazette from Olympic Lyon for close to £50 million, and they also got a brilliant left back in Kolasinac. But last week when they played you guys, game week 3, they did not start none of them. They start Hector Bellerin at left back, and they also started Welbeck over Alexander Lacazette. They have not made any signings after that. There were some strong rumors that they were gonna get Lamar. They did not get Lamar from AS Monaco. What do you think is the problem with Arsenal? Why are they not signing anybody? Why are they doing so bad? Because they're now two losses out of three matches. They've only won the first match, and the two previous match they've lost against Stoke and against you guys disgracefully Liverpool. So what do you think is the problem with Arsene Wenger and the Gunners?
Well, this is always a problem with Arsenal, a good first part and then stumbling. I honestly can't really depict what's going on. Probably the squad selections on certain days is more likely not right. A lot of Arsenal fans, when I spoke to them after the game, they were very upset, annoyed. Why would you start Welbeck and you have a fantastic striker on the bench in the form of Lacazette?
That's a
You
person who
know,
saw that.
I admire Lacazette so much. He's such a brilliant striker and he can score goals out of nothing.
Hmm.
He's brilliant. Um, and the other left back, Kolasinac, or that's his name, yeah.
Yeah.
Sturdy defender, strong defender who can also score goals. Trust me.
Yes.
Going forward, he's a bullet and in the form of a bull, he's so sturdy and strong. He can score goals also. And he didn't start. So I think on certain match days is just the squad selection. And you do have the top players stepping up. Ozil is not stepping up.
Yeah.
Ozil is not stepping up. So I honestly don't see Arsenal. If Arsenal is playing like that for the rest of the season, Arsenal is in trouble.
Yeah.
Arsenal will be in trouble. The senior players aren't stepping up. Alright, Welbeck gets the start. Why is Welbeck not scoring? If you're a senior player in the squad and you get the start, then score. Prove your worth.
Yeah.
Sanchez was playing as he started. I saw nothing from Sanchez. I don't know if it's because he's back from injury. But I see nothing from Sanchez. And I think that Wenger should opt to start Giroud also. I love Giroud.
Yeah.
And I think he's a brilliant goal scorer, not just for his club, but for his country. He's absolutely wonderful. So that's just my take on it. I don't know why I love Wilshere also, and I'd love to see Wilshere back into the team. I've been hearing a lot of rumours about Wilshere going on loan to Birmingham City in the Championship, which is, if that loan is ever complete, trust me, that would be a disgrace on his path, because so much quality should not be into the Championship.
Yes.
In the form of Wilshere. But Arsenal has a pretty good squad. They always have a decent squad, but on the match day to deliver is just not the case. But as we said earlier, it's really early in the season right now. We can't really call nothing. So we could just watch it. We have to just wait till December, November, till that period in the window, and let's just see if the new transfer window in January will bring any more signings for Arsenal or anybody leaving. I can just say that.
I mean, the transfer deadline that happened recently, it has been a crazy transfer deadline. We saw a 180, I believe, $1 million loan to PSG for Kylian Mbappe loading with an option to buy. We also saw Renato Sanchez going from Bayern Munich to Swansea City. We saw Wilfred Bonny, who is coming back to Swansea City. We saw the permanent deal of Sako to Crystal Palace. We saw Llorente leave Swansea City to Tottenham. We saw a PSG player, Serge Aurier, because of their loss of Kyle Walker. Tottenham decided to get him as his replacement. What did you think of the transfer deadline day?
Transfer deadlines are always exciting. The deadline day is always exciting. I look for it. I look out for it. Last year, it wasn't really exciting, I must say. But this year, ever since the transfer window started, I haven't been following it up a lot this year. But whenever I do, I see a lot of exciting transfers. Trust me, it's very exciting. And the signings are absolutely wonderful. I love to see that Bunny is back at Swansea. He was really in the shadows at Man City. He had a loan spell at Stoke, and that wasn't really a fantastic loan spell for him.
Yeah.
So back at Swansea, I think he'll stamp his authority, getting the goals that he came, and he was scoring at Swansea. I think Sanchez messed up his career, Renato Sanchez. His career has went down the hill. loan to Swansea, should bring it back up, and that brings more quality into the Premier League. Sergio, right back, Kyle Walker, replacement, fantastic. He is a bullet going forward, and he can score goals, deliver fantastic crosses into the box. That's great. I think Laurent should actually have stayed at Swansea. He,
Okay.
he he was brilliant there. I mean, Spurs has Janssen, Kane, Son. You know, they have so much quality, and for Laurent to come, and just believe Laurent is old. He's 30 plus.
Yes.
So I think that was really a proper move. Also, Drinkwater to Chelsea. I think that wasn't a good move. Also, I think he should have stayed. Who will he play over into the midfield? Only God knows. You know, only
Yes,
God knows who
because
will
they
play
just got
over.
Bakayoko. They just got
Yeah,
Bakayoko and they have N'Golo Kante.
yeah,
So in terms of the midfield, he's going to have a warm time trying to get a start over these guys because I mean they're great players. N'Golo Kante, of course, winning PFA Player of the Year, Premier League Player of the Year last season, I believe,
yeah,
and he was absolutely instrumental in the control of the midfield for the pensioners. And you just got Bakayoko, who is not playing bad this season, actually,
yeah,
so far. And you are going to buy Danny Drinkwater for how many? Over 23 million?
yeah, yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so that that is kind of unexpected. You know, I didn't expect them to get another central midfielder because when you look at it, Drinkwater is basically playing N'Golo Kante's position. So
Yeah,
if you're going to buy him, the only option I see if N'Golo Kante is healthy is that you're going to sub him or you're going to bring him off the bench. So the buy really didn't make sense to me. Also, Sigerson moved to Everton for
yeah.
45 million. 45 million. I mean, let's just see what they do because they got their boyhood player in Wayne Rooney, who, by the way, is in a little bit of trouble right now. Police arrested him for a DUI. And
Yeah,
you just got the Iceman, the man who took place in down in England in the Euros,
yeah.
Sigerson. So I I'm thinking that they're really trying to strengthen their squad. Also, Ross Barkley was going to do a medical, was
At
going to do a
Chelsea.
medical at Chelsea and decided to
Yeah,
change his mind on transfer just a few hours into the transfer deadline day. He wanted to move and then suddenly changed his mind. I thought that to me that was a publicity stunt because if you made up your mind to even do a medical at Chelsea, I thought that your mind would be made up by now that you wanted to go to Chelsea or go to any club once you want to do a medical. But it turns out of nowhere, he doesn't want to move to Chelsea anymore for a reason that's beyond me and I'm sure beyond Everton fans as well as Chelsea fans. So I think because they did not get Ross Barkley, I think that is why they wholeheartedly went for Danny Drinkwater.
yeah.
But one other question I want to ask you, as you know before, Manchester United, I believe, is one of the smartest persons in terms of getting their deadlines done because they knew on deadline day if they were to get a Romelu Lukaku, it probably would have worth more than 75, seeing as though everybody is going around and trying to get persons. Do you think that that was one of the best buys this season? Do you think they should have stuck with Romelu Lukaku over Alvaro Morata because Morata wanted to come to Manchester United?
I think Lukaku was the better buy. I mean, it speaks volume right now. You know, missed a penalty the last game, but he has 3 goals.
Yes.
It's a fantastic start to his Manchester United season. Morata isn't doing bad also.
Hmm.
He'll probably fit into that Chelsea system. Who knows? I think he will. But the better buy for me was Lukaku. Even though I'm a big Morata fan, I'm a not Manchester, I'm a Real Madrid supporter. I watch their matches, you know. So I see Morata in and out, and he has scored 15 goals plus coming off the bench for
Hmm.
Real Madrid, and that's just fantastic as a bench player coming off. So it's good. I think Lukaku was the better buy though. I mean, it's there now. It's on paper. 3 goals and he's been performing fantastic this season so far. So it's good. However, you brought up Mbappe loan to PSG.
Mhm.
I think that was the worst move he could have ever done in his life as a youngster.
Yes.
You know, he has so much quality and he's so young.
Mhm.
And who will he start over in that PSG front three? There is Neymar, there is Cavani,
There's Di
there
Maria.
is yeah, you know, there's the German that I love so much, Draxler.
Yes.
You know, Di Maria. Uh, the loan for me, yeah, good. You get a loan, that's fine. Thank God it wasn't a deal right off the back that he signed for permanency. You know, but I'll have to watch more of PSG's game. I'm a football fanatic, so I watch a lot of leagues all over the world.
Yeah.
And those who know me know that I watch a lot of leagues all over the world. I watch Liga MX and all over, from the Caribbean, South America, all over. So I'll have to just zoom in more on PSG games to see how well he adapts and if he even plays, and how well he does when he gets his opportunity to play. Because he's quality, But as I said before, Lukaku is a better buy, and that's just my final say.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, that the 108, that's a lot of money for a loan. You know,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah, it
most
is.
expensive. That's the most expensive loan transfer in football history. Obviously, 180 with an option to buy.
Yeah,
But I think that if you are integral in helping Monaco in over a decade to win the league on title, I think Monaco should have fought more to keep Kylian Mbappe, because you have a guy, also Radamel Falcao, but you had a guy that really helped you in the Champions League to go as far as you did, right? And help you win the French league, and you're going to loan him out to PSG. Now, this is also a smart move on Monaco's part. Why I say that is because if Lotin continues his form and improves, they can take him back off loan. They
yeah,
can. So really and truly, it might be a lose-lose situation per se for PSG, because if Lotin doesn't catch back the form, then you're basically spent 180 million for basically nothing. But if
yeah.
he improves, his team has the option of bringing him back to their team. So that's basically a lose-lose situation for them. But if he improves and Monaco is stupid enough to allow him to go there, that will be a team to be reckoned with, because now you have a guy because Neymar has been playing exceptional for PSG so far this season.
Yeah.
He has over 3 goals this season so far, so he has been playing exceptional for them, no doubt about that. Cavani is still scoring goals. Di Maria is still doing well. Julian Draxler, hope he catches back form and gets better. Also, Javier Pastore is catching back form again for PSG.
Mhm.
So you have PSG looking very, very well for this season so far. But we'll just see how it goes. We'll just see how it
Um,
goes.
I had Monaco signed Jovetic,
Yes.
which I think was a bounce back from the loan deal for Mbappe.
Yeah.
Um, we can't withstand Jovicic's quality. He can score goals. He
Yes.
has been in the shadows, I must say, but the loan spell at Sevilla brought him back out.
Mhm.
We saw the Jovetic that we knew from so long ago. So I think Monaco loaned Mbappe, yes, but they signed a perfect striker, So if the loan deal was to be permanent, Jovetic is there, and Jovetic and Falco can be a good partnership. Can have a good partnership up top. So
Mhm.
as I said, we'll just see how the league runs out. It's really early. We just have to just watch and pencil out things and see how it goes.
Okay, so as you said, you're a Real Madrid supporter. What do you think about their performance so far? Um, what do you think about it?
It's good. a draw against Valencia wasn't a good move, however. But I mean, we keep on saying it's early. You know, the season is very early. A lot of points will be dropped also going forward. That's a must. But it's good. I can't wait for Chris to come back. You know, he's the backbone and a maestro in and of itself. That league should be exciting also. We saw the first match of the season, Atletico Madrid drawing 2 after being down 2-love from newly promoted. I think their name is Girona or something to that effect.
Yeah.
They're a newly promoted side. Funny enough, Pep Guardiola brother owns shares into that side
Really?
also. Yeah, they do. He does, and they signed a player from Middlesbrough. I don't remember his name. He's a Uruguayan forward. He scored the 2 goals against Atletico Madrid. But it should be good. The leagues are exciting this season, and I love that. You know, it's very competitive and exciting. So we just have to watch it out and see how it goes.
I mean, what do you think about the newly promoted sides then? Because you have Huddersfield Town still in the top three after 3 games. I mean, I know it's early, but normally even the newly promoted sides in recent times for Premier League don't do this well. As you said before, the newly promoted Spanish side was killing Atletico Madrid 2 goals to nil after before Atletico came back and scored the 2 goals to draw with them. What do you think about the newly promoted sides all over the world, man?
Um, it's hard to say because in some leagues, newly promoted sides aren't much of a quality. You know, newly promoted sides always fight to find money to sign quality players. But Girona, going back to La Liga, they have made some good signings. So that's good. Huddersfield has been making good signings, and that's also good. We see Newcastle. I can't really see them. They didn't really make much of some good signings. They probably had some good loan deals from other Premier League clubs. But it's always early, and I keep saying it, you know, it's really early, and newly promoted sides will be doing good now.
Yeah,
But you see, further down into the season, they will just crash and keep on crashing until they get relegated back to where they are coming from. So, you know, they came, they saw, and they went back, you know. So we just have to watch it because I'd love for Huddersfield to stay up. I'd love it. I'd love it so much. And Swansea is trying so much to not get relegated because they're making some fantastic signings also. But we just have to watch the season.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bonito, for being the second episode of Skype Sports Talk, guys. This season, I told you guys before that we'll be talking about football in the second episode. The first episode was Mark Bennett, another former Georgian, and also a classmate from for us in 1C.
Yeah.
First form, it was Bonito, it was me, it was Mark as well. So guys, tune in again for episode 3. You guys, I will not tell you which persons are coming in to talk via Skype. I never do. So thank you so much, Bonito, for passing through. It has been a pleasure speaking to you about the different leagues around the world and also what you have accomplished in your football life. Thank you so much, Bonito.
You're welcome. You're welcome so much, my brother.
All right, this is
Take
Chris
care.
from CJ Sports, guys, and as usual, I'm signing out right now.